Hiya, how's everyone doing? It's Debbie here with Open Mind Tarot. Back with another reading for you. It is, what day is it? It's Tuesday and it is the 11th of February 2020. Just a general reading for everybody just to see what the energies are around it at the minute. The tarot deck that I'm using today is the Psychic Tarot, and that is by John Holland. Haven't used this deck for quite a while, so we'll see how it goes. I'm just going to give the cards a shuffle and see what the energies are. So just bear with me while I'm shuffling. If I go quiet for a few seconds. Hope everybody's well. It's really, really cold here in the UK today. We've had a little bit of snow, very blustery. The tail end of Storm Kiara, I think. So we're very grateful today for a warm house. Right. Oh, crikey. Straight away one's fallen out there. And it's number 9. Don't know if you can see that there. Number 9, suffering in silence. So we've got somebody on the edge of a precipice there. It's like they've climbed a mountain type of thing. And 9s are all about endings. The end is in sight, as you can kind of see from this card. So it looks like there's been some kind of struggle that's coming to an end, but we'll get another card, and there's a lot of light there as well, you can see. So yeah, there's the sun on the horizon there. That's definitely a good sign. We'll pick another couple of cards and see what else comes out. What do we need to know? February the 11th, 2020. What do we need to know as a collective for our highest good and highest great of good for? What do we need to know about suffering in silence? Number 9. And the second card to come out there is Awareness. That's a Major Arcana card, and it's what would be the Magician in the traditional tarot. I need to kind of read up on this book because it's the suits are not the usual. So this blue border, it looks to me like it'd be the 9 of Wands, just by the picture. But this is definitely the Magician energy there. So that's Major Arcana. He's a pioneer. He's number 1, like Aries energy. So it's starting something, and it's inspired action. You can see how his crown chakra is lit up there. So whatever inspiration is hitting, it's divinely guided. It's a positive card. So we've got coming to the end of something not so positive, bit of a struggle there, and the start of something new, fresh. One more card if you can. What else do we need to know? Now, I'm not alone in the house today, so hopefully, there's the other one. I've got another 2 falling out there. Hopefully you don't start to hear shrieking from my 11-year-old on his game. It's quiet at the minute, so that's good. I've got 2 chakra cards that have come out there. I've got the 3, which is the solar plexus chakra, followed by the 5, which is the throat chakra. So right there you've got your taking action, your inner power activated, and so it's what you want to put out in the world, what you want to do. So that fits really well with the awareness card. And then your throat chakra, so whatever it is we're talking about will probably involve just basically using your voice in whatever way that is, speaking up, communication. Right. And the overall energy on the bottom of the deck is sacrifice. There we go. Can you see that? Sacrifice. Number 12. Again, that's a major arcana. Now, I'm just wondering what that actually represents. Don't normally do this, but I'm going to have a little peek in the book. Your brain's just gone dead and I kind of think. Hang on. Let's have a look. Number 12. Which is the Hanged Man. I should have known that. The Hanged Man in the traditional tarot, which is, it's got sacrifice on here, which is a strange interpretation of the Hanged Man. What the Hanged Man normally means is kind of letting go, sort of going with the flow. It can be a change in perspective. It's usually a guy hanging upside down on the traditional tarot. So we've got sacrifice on here, and this girl is very open and out there. You can see the way she's got her hands up there. It's really trusting, isn't it? It's about trusting. She's in quite mucky water there though. So she's reaching up towards the heavens there, and she's dressed in white. So I think it's really about a sense of vulnerability and being vulnerable enough to sort of put yourself out there and sacrifice your kind of ego, people's opinions, views of you. She's coming from water there, so she's coming from an emotional space, and the rainbow there is obviously, it's all of the chakras all in line, so you've got every colour of the rainbow obviously, like you do in the chakras. So it's kind of coming into balance with who you are, which would fit with the solar plexus card, which is very much about your own inner personal power. So whatever the inspiration is that you're receiving today, it's in line with who you are, which is like the energies that we've had the last few days. So it's coming from this space, which is quite a challenging space, but it's like you've come to the end of your struggles there. You've reached a point of being inspired, and it's through being open. She's very open there with her posture, that you found your inner strength, if you like, your inner light, and then it's about sort of putting it out there, whatever that is. So speaking up. So let's just take an oracle card. I've got these cards here, which I haven't used again for quite a while, by Sandra Ann Taylor, and they're called Energy Oracle cards. Nice cards. Quite a big deck, 53 cards in this oracle deck, which is quite big for an oracle deck. And let's just see what the energies are around this reading. What else do we need to know? So it's very much like the readings that we've had for the last few days. I don't know if that's to do with the Leo full moon, which is definitely about your kind of inner strength and fire energy, your inner fire, and putting it out there and owning it really. She's definitely owning it there, look. Yeah. Right, so I'm just going to give these cards a shuffle. Just bear with me. What else do we need to know on Tuesday, the 11th of February 2020? Now, for your chakras, if you've got any kind of well, any issues, it can be that you're out of alignment, and there's loads of videos on YouTube that you can access about kind of rebalancing your chakras, which is just really reigniting that energy center. The chakras are all about different energies, all they're all responsible for different aspects of the self. Right, what came out there? We had that the other day actually. Rest and rejuvenation. Sorry about that. It's just my little boy wanting to be in on the video. And that's 19, which is in the tarot, in the normal tarot. 19 is the Sun card, which again is your Leo solar plexus energy, your inner light, your identity, who you are. So maybe in order to put out what you should be putting out, what you should be verbalizing, communicating, you need to maybe go within a little bit, because it's rest and rejuvenation, recharge, connect to yourself. Let's have a little look what's on the bottom of the deck there. We've got man holding a coin. He looks really content with his coin there. Again, he's dressed in white, which is sort of pure energy. So he is definitely absolutely cool with what he's putting out there. It is what would be classed as the pentacles in the normal tarot, so it is sort of like tangible earthly things that you're putting out there, usually related to health, work, money, people. But because it's just one there, it's like the Ace of Pentacles, which is an opportunity, which is, it's kind of universe kind of stepping in and just saying, here you go, that's for you. There's something to kind of set you off. It's one pentacle, but it's a gift from the universe, so it's saying, there you go, why don't you try and run with that maybe. And he looks pretty content with that. Got green grass there behind him, beautiful meadow. So yeah, and you've got quite a lot of rainbow colours there. So I think whatever it is something in line with his authenticity and something that's going to help him, be balanced. You've got centered guy here, sitting very centered and balanced there, like in a yoga pose. It might be that with a little bit of rest and rejuvenation, that you've kind of reached the point of inspiration, which is like this guy. And inspiration is something that's going to be really something you can put out there physically in the real world, something that's going to be worth something. So it looks like hard times are behind you, definitely. And there's definitely a new beginning. Okay there, good news. I'm just going to take one more card from the Wellbeing cards. Teachings of Abraham, Esther and Jerry Hicks. these are your law of attraction messages, which I'm sure you all know is about whatever it is you're putting out there with your thoughts, your words, whatever energies you're putting out are the energies that you're going to attract. So let's see what Abraham has to say. The teachings of Abraham. Looks like you're very at ease with whatever it is, this inspiration that's come to you. Very chilled. Might need to give it a bit of thought, contemplate a little bit, but looks like really positive energy. It's that time, isn't it, when it's coming up to spring, and I think people are looking at what they can start. It's definitely a time for starting new things, and I don't know, I think just a lot of people are kind of at a stage where they're not willing to settle anymore, and they want to do something that's like completely authentic and in line with who they are, and not kind of be working on other people's agendas, which I think like this is probably relating to. I think when you're going along with other people's agendas and something that's not really in line with who you are, it is a struggle. You're not going with the flow, you're kind of going against the tide, aren't you? And I think that's what she's doing. She's reaching up because you can see how mucky those waters have been. She's reaching up for a way forward that's more in line with who she is. She doesn't want to go against the tide anymore. Right, just give them one more shuffle and we'll see what we can get from these cards. What else do we need to know for our highest good and the highest great of good of all? Gotta get quiet to tune in. Like, this guy is very tuned in. Can you see that? Very tuned in the universe. He's wearing black, he's protected, so he knows that he can connect without fear of anything to his inspiration and his inner self. You only do that when you get quiet though, which isn't easy sometimes in this world that we live in. It's so fast paced. But to get off the hamster wheel, you've just got to get off the hamster wheel, haven't you? Oh, there it is. Take the time, force the time for yourself to connect. Right, it says, whatever abundance is mine, whatever abundance I seek is mine, it's the law. So there's your, it's like she's just resting on a cloud there, isn't it? But this, although it's night time, it actually looks like the sun. Anyway, it's a light force there, isn't it? So that's just about trusting. Whatever abundance I seek is mine, it's the law. So it doesn't matter what it is that you're dreaming about. She's definitely in dreamland there. Know that everything's possible, but as I've said before with these cards, it's only possible if you believe. If you don't believe, the likelihood of it coming to fruition is very unlikely, so you've got to believe it before you say it. So stay connected to your dreams, take the time out to actually hear your inner voice, and whatever inspiration is waiting to be given to you. You're in a sleep state there, and it's only when you get into that, to do with your brainwaves, isn't it? Into the theta and the delta brainwaves. Science is kind of proven all of this now, that you can really connect with your higher self and hear the guidance that's there for you. So hear the inspiration that's there for you. So if it is that you want and you're ready to kind of come out of the stormy period and get clear on what it is that you should be doing moving forward, you really need to take the time out. And it's when you're drifting off to sleep that you often receive inspiration. So it's really good if you can have like, well, obviously a lot of people have their phones now, but if you can have, yeah, a notepad or your phone by the bed. So sometimes waking up in the morning is a time where you would kind of receive sort of inspiration and downloads. It's good if you can really kind of remember to take a note of what that is, because you never know what it might lead to, you know. Let's just see what it says on the back here. It says, whatever I desire and then allow, I must experience. There is no exception to that. As I hold myself in vibrational alignment with my own desire, I will experience in all ways the fulfillment of that desire. So it doesn't matter what it is that you want, what it is that you desire. There isn't any exception to the fact that it is kind of orchestrated for you and put out there. You know, time's an earthly thing, so it's not that what we're asking for isn't there. It is there, but it's just getting myself in the right alignment to match the vibration, because everything vibrates, everything is giving out energy, everything has a frequency, and unless you're on a vibrational alignment with whatever it is that you're desiring, then, you know, it's really going to be kind of pushing uphill like this to receive it. So getting quiet is one way, and doing things that are fun, like we've had this Leo full moon, solar plexus there, like the sun. It's just doing things that kind of lift you up, make you happy, because it's whatever energy you're feeling now is what's creating your future. So if you're kind of focusing on the doom and gloom, you're only going to get more doom and gloom. If you try and kind of distract yourself with things that make you happy, regardless of the circumstances that you see around you on a day-to-day basis, you've got much more likelihood of coming into alignment with the things that you're putting out there. As I hold myself in vibrational alignment with my own desire, I will experience in all ways the fulfillment of that desire. So yeah, that's just what I was saying there. So it's all about the vibration that you're in. What sort of vibe are you feeling? Are you feeling hacked off with whatever your circumstances at the minute? If you focus on that and not other things, and not sort of raising your mood and your vibe, then you're just going to get more of the same. But yeah, that's quite a nice reading. So take time for yourself there, and know that your struggles are coming to an end. And if you take the time, you'll get the inspiration that you're looking for, and that is going to be something gifted to you that's inspired. So it'll be something that you can take inspired physical action towards. Could be a gift, could be a gift of somebody wanting to work with you, it could be a gift, financial gift with pentacles, it could be I don't know, your dream home. You might see it online or whatever. It might be in your price range. So there's going to be something physical gifted to you if you take the time to sort of get your thoughts together, and just stillness in your mind creates the headspace to allow the inspiration to come in. So I hope some of that resonates with you. I shall see you again soon.